The Infinix Smart 10 Plus is the big boy variant of the Smart 10.
Oh yeah.
Retailing everywhere for just 126,000 naira or $85. It comes with a brand new design, a bigger battery, and a lot of exciting features which made my jaw drop. So in this video I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to see whether you should actually buy it or save 24,000 naira and just buy the regular Smart 10 instead. Now let's start off with the unboxing experience. Inside you get the phone, and after that is an X-Pack leaflet, a Qualcomm license card, an MTN voucher, a quite skimpy case. I wonder how this will protect the phone.
Come on, man.
A SIM ejector tool, a USB Type-C cable, and finally a fast charger. Wow, 7 items in the box. But that's not even what we're here to talk about. Is this design. Just take a look at it. Now, if you didn't know, in 2023 a lot of phones started copying the iPhone's design, resulting in really weird, ugly aesthetics. And in 2024 they got tired of that and started copying Samsung's, with Itel going as far as blatantly copying the design of the S24 Ultra, Samsung's pinnacle flagship. I wonder how they didn't get sued. But this year Infinix were probably like, let's go for something different. And with this phone they decided to copy the Google Pixel phone. And the truth is that I don't like all this copying here and there, but I'd be lying if I said it doesn't look good. This is probably the best designed budget phone I've ever seen. Not only because of how it looks, but also how it benefits the user. Like, take this camera design. I love it so much because of how horizontal it is. Because that means, one, it is not going to be disturbing your fingers as you hold the phone. And two, it's going to practically eliminate any sort of table wobbling, which is a nice touch.
Wow.
But it doesn't stop there. The build quality is also fantastic. It's plastic, but it looks no different than the $800 Google Pixel 9, which is 10 times more expensive.
Damn.
That means that it's irresistible for flexing. And Infinix even says it is drop resistant for 1.5 meters and has full IP64 rating, which makes it totally water resistant. And if you are enjoying this video, then kindly like the video and subscribe to the channel. My goal for the month is 2,000 subscribers and I believe we can do it. To the external features, the Infinix Smart 10 Plus comes with secondary speakers on top. On the left side there is a SIM card slot. On the right side there are volume rockers and power button which doubles as a fingerprint scanner, and it's pretty good. And on the bottom side there is the headphone jack, USB Type-C port, the microphone and the primary speakers. In terms of the audio quality, these aren't stereo speakers, but they are very loud with 300% ultra volume as Infinix puts it. Now we flip things to the front, and I have to say that though this is not the best display on budget phones like that of the Itel S25 Ultra or the Infinix 50 Pro Plus, you are not actually getting a worse display. The Infinix Smart 10 Plus comes with a 6.67-inch 720p IPS display with a 120Hz refresh rate, and that means this is very good for consuming content or whatever you'll be doing on the phone.
Okay.
The colors look vibrant and vivid, and the bezels aren't that intrusive, thank God. The 120Hz refresh rate ensures smooth navigation whether you are going through the user interface or you are scrolling while browsing. And the phone also has up to 700 nits of brightness, so this is a display you can use outdoors, and I really like that. There's also the support for always on display, which is a cool feature, but I don't think will be the best option for battery life as it's clearly not an AMOLED panel, so don't turn on this feature if you don't want to waste a lot of battery. That leads us to a very important category, the performance. The Infinix Smart 10 Plus is powered by the Eugoson T7250, which is a pretty decent budget chipset. It's not a powerhouse, so don't run multiple apps at the same time or the phone could start lagging. Casual usage like light social media, a bit of browsing the internet, etc. will be just fine. When it comes down to gaming, it can play casual games like Subway Surfers, Temple Run and Candy Crush. This phone is clearly not built for demanding users. That doesn't mean it can't play games like Call of Duty Mobile or so. It can, but you'd have to make it run at the lowest possible settings and everything would be just fine. Coming to the software, the Infinix Smart 10 Plus runs on XOS Snapdragon 15 and it's still just as good as every software you have on all these new budget phones. You get minimal bloatware, a good layout and so on. But what really sets this phone apart from many others is its feature set. One of such is Infinix AI, which can be easily activated by one tap gesture. It does a lot of cool AI functions like the note taking, web summarization, as well as the ability to search whatever is on the screen, like set quick search, but slightly different. You also get the ability to transfer files using a pretty interesting sequence, as you can see. And I think it's because this phone comes with NFC, which also allows to make contactless payments and much more. The only downside I find with this feature is that it cannot work on other phones, so that defeats the entire purpose. Now let's talk battery. This is probably the only reason why this phone is called Plus, because they added even more battery. The Infinix Smart 10 Plus comes with a massive 6000 mAh battery, which should easily last about 2 days on a single charge. And if you are someone who is a power user, this will easily last the entire day, whether you are playing games, watching movies or browsing through social media. When it comes to charging, Infinix made the charging faster from 15 watts to 18 watts, which won't take so long to fill up that big battery. But considering how this phone will last, you might end up charging it overnight. Now, the cameras. How good is the cameras, and is it better than that on the regular Infinix Smart 10? Well, let's find out. First of all, this phone doesn't have two cameras. One is a real camera lens, whilst the other is an IR blaster, which turns this phone into a remote for your various appliances at home. The Infinix Smart 10 Plus comes with an 8MP main camera, and I can say the photos are pretty decent. You get really clean, detailed pictures with good color reproduction, and the video on the rear is capped at 2K 30 frames per second, which is fine. Also on the front is an 8MP selfie camera which shoots in 2K as well. What you should bear in mind is that this camera system is basically the same with the regular Smart 10, and I don't recommend you buying this phone just for the sake of these cameras, or you could end up just like this. So should you actually buy this Infinix Smart 10 Plus? Like, isn't it better to spend 102,000 naira on the Smart 10 instead? Well, here's what I think. The Infinix Smart 10 Plus has a better design as well as a bigger battery and faster charging. But if that was the only upgrades, I would have said you shouldn't buy this. But it does come with some extras like NFC as well as that file transfer feature, which is cool. And these are features which, when combined with the other upgrades, make this phone a much better recommendation, and I 100% recommend it. That's if you have the budget. But if you don't, here's my full review of the regular Infinix Smart 10, where I'll tell you everything you get for 102,000 naira. Click the card on the screen and I'll tell you all about it.